Welcome back, basketball fans, to another episode of Hoops Insight. I am your host, and today we have a deeply concerning development surrounding NBA star Dwight Howard. Recently, allegations of essay and forced encounters have surfaced, shaking the basketball community to its core. In today's video, we'll be diving headfirst into the controversy, dissecting the latest information, and providing you with an in-depth analysis of the situation. Dwight Howard, a name synonymous with athleticism, dominance, and championship glory, finds himself embroiled in a scandal that could potentially tarnish his legacy. From his electrifying performances on the court to his philanthropic endeavors off it, Howard has been a towering figure in the world of basketball. But now, with his shocking allegations looming over him, his reputation hangs in the balance. In today's video, we'll be exploring the details of these allegations, uncovering the facts behind the accusations, and examining the implications for Howard's career and personal life. So, settle in and let's get started.
Dwight Howard is getting sued by a man for sex.
I'm not gay.
In Georgia, the former NBA star is facing a lawsuit for multiple allegations, and he admitted some jaw-dropping details. It all started with a DM back in May 2021, where Howard exchanged numbers with a guy named Stephen Harper. 2 months later, Dwight invited him into his home, and they engaged in activity with a third individual, who was a man dressed as a woman. Harper claims he got extremely uncomfortable and did not want to participate, so he's now suing for millions. On the other hand, Howard admitted to everything, but says the meetup was 100% consensual, adding that Harper was not forced to do anything. Now Dwight is asking for the court to dismiss the civil lawsuit, and his lawyer's final statement was this private encounter was made public for profit.
There is a reason that Kobe Bryant didn't want to play with Dwight Howard, so while videos like this of him during games make a lot more sense now, the funniest thing has to be the list of his injuries, because bro must have been on his knees 24/7 and getting his back blown out. Well, if you don't believe me, then just give me a logical explanation for bro missing games due to gluteal soreness.
Dwight Howard is an absolute freak. There was some wild allegations that came out last night about this man and his sex endeavors. Dwight has been slapped with a lawsuit accusing him of assaulting a man he met on Instagram and attempting to force him to have a tum. Screenshots of their conversation were submitted as evidence, with Dwight Howard saying stuff like, "Yes, I'm into freaky stuff. Now I want you to know I'm not gay or anything, I'm just a little nasty sometimes, I don't want to offend you." Dwight was asking for explicit videos of the man's you-know-what and videos of him playing with you-know-what. On July 19th, Howard allegedly texted Harper saying he was thinking about that meat, later telling him, "I want it." When Harper asked when, Dwight allegedly coaxed the man into coming to his home. Dwight then asked him if the man wanted to have a threesome with another man or woman, but Harper said no. But when he arrived at Howard's house, they were not alone. Another man dressed up as Catwoman that Dwight called Kitty was there and ready to get into it. Howard put on an adult film while Kitty got into it with him, but Harper did not want to partake in this. But Howard then forced himself onto Harper and made him to go into the bedroom with Kitty. After that, the victim claims he was set and was sent home in an Uber short after. The lawsuit accused Howard of battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and false imprisonment.
Former NBA star Dwight Howard is being sued by a man he met on Instagram, who now says that Dwight falsely impersonated him and essayed him. Dwight is now asking the court to dismiss the case. Hold on to your hats, because this is a wild ride. According to Radar Online, Dwight Howard admitted to meeting the man on Instagram to hook up, but denied that the lover was assaulted or forced into a threesome. Stephen Harper said that Dwight Howard reached out to him in May of 2021, exchanged numbers, and shortly after, Dwight texted Stephen. In the text, Dwight said he was into freaky stuff and wanted Stephen to send explicit photos. Dwight admitted to exchanging explicit photos and videos with Stephen. In July of 2021, Stephen went over to Dwight Howard's house. Dwight claims that they removed each other's clothes and started to engage in consensual kissing. In his lawsuit, Stephen claims that Dwight surprised him by bringing out a man dressed as a woman. The man called himself Kitty. In his lawsuit, Stephen claims that Dwight Howard wanted a threesome, but Stephen resisted. Kitty and Dwight Howard began to engage in some activities, but Stephen was uncomfortable and did not want to participate. Stephen claims that's when Dwight Howard started touching him, and Stephen asked him to stop. But according to Stephen, Dwight Howard said he was going to do whatever, and Stephen was going to like it. This is when Stephen claims that Dwight Howard essayed him. Stephen also claims that Howard stopped after he realized that Stephen was not enjoying what Howard was doing to him. Steven said after the incident, he tried to call her Uber home, but Dwight Howard made Kitty take him home. Dwight Howard denies that Steven was surprised by Kitty. He says that Steven was fully aware that Kitty would be arriving at his home. Howard also admitted that Kitty was a man dressed as a woman, and he admitted to touching Kitty and Steven, but said everything was consensual. Dwight Howard denies that he essayed Steven. He also denies that he made Steven perform any acts, and he also denied that he forced himself on Steven. Steven submitted the following text message as evidence. You can pause to read. Dwight Howard is no stranger to lawsuits. He just settled 2 lawsuits. He recently settled a lawsuit with 2 women who were taking care of his snake, and he settled a lawsuit with an ex-butler. He is still facing a lawsuit by his Georgia neighbor after suffering injuries from running into Dwight's car in the road.
Now that we've seen the reaction videos, you know what? Superstars are no stranger to controversy, and I'm very sure that it's not everybody that is surprised with this incident. And the entertainment realm has got some dark secrets that we're still uncovering even in the future. I promise you that. As we continue to unpack the complexities of Dwight Howard's career, one question looms large. Could this be the reason Kobe Bryant hesitated to share the court with him? Was Kobe privy to information about Howard's character that the rest of us were not? The dynamic between Bryant and Howard has long been a subject of speculation among basketball fans. Bryant, known for his fierce competitiveness and unwavering standards, may have had reservations about teaming up with Howard, sensing something beneath the surface. In one of the reaction videos we just saw, Howard's actions raised red flags. His inappropriate move, captured on camera, sent shockwaves through the basketball community. Could this be indicative of a pattern of behavior that other players have experienced in Howard's presence? It's no secret that Howard's tenure with various teams has been marked by whispers of discontent and locker room tension. While his talent on the court is undeniable, questions about his character have lingered in the shadows, casting a shadow over his career. So, Kobe could have known that something was up with the dude, and he tried by all means to avoid him. In light of the recent allegations, Howard's silence speaks volumes. As the basketball world waits for answers, the implications of his actions, or lack thereof, ripple through the league, forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths about the culture of professional sports. Let's not forget the human element as we continue to dissect this situation. Behind the headlines and statistics lies a complex individual grappling with their own demons and challenges. It's a reminder that in the world of sports and beyond, empathy and understanding are just as crucial as talent and skill. In the ongoing legal saga surrounding Dwight Howard, the plot thickens as a Georgia judge refuses to let the case fade in the shadows. Despite the initial dismissal of the lawsuit, Howard finds himself thrust back in the spotlight as the civil case alleging essay and battery presses forward. With the courtroom as the battleground, Howard's legal team wages a fierce battle to clear his name and salvage his reputation. Armed with evidence and arguments, they seek a summary judgment, a decisive blow aimed at ending the ordeal once and for all. But the road to vindication is fraught with obstacles and uncertainties. As Howard seeks reimbursement for court costs and attorney fees, the stakes are higher than ever. Every legal maneuver, every twist and turn could mean the difference between victory and defeat. And as the legal battle rages on, the basketball world watches with bated breath, awaiting the outcome that will reshape Howard's legacy. Will he emerge victorious, vindicated in the eyes of the law and the public? Or will the shadow of doubt linger, casting a pall over his once gleaming reputation? Only time will tell as the legal drama unfolds, revealing new twists and turns with each passing day. But one thing is certain, Dwight Howard is not going down without a fight. So let's stand in solidarity with Dwight Howard as he navigates the treacherous waters of the legal system. Together, let's champion truth, justice, and the pursuit of exoneration. Stay tuned for more updates as the legal battle rages on. The final buzz has yet to sound, and the game is far from over. As we conclude this gripping journey through the highs and lows of Dwight Howard's legal battle, one thing is abundantly clear. The quest for justice is a marathon, not a sprint. And though the road ahead may be long and arduous, Howard's unwavering resolve reminds us that perseverance is the key to triumph. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay tuned for more updates as the legal battle unfolds. Until next time, keep the faith, keep believing, and keep your eyes on the prize. This has been your host, signing off. Until next time, stay strong, stay resilient, and never lose sight of what's right.